A lot of us attractive, light skinned or mixed race people, especially the men, never get a chance at life. And I'm gonna break it down. Tune in. So we're gonna get into number one, early life and schooling. Attractive, light skinned, or mixed boys often face relentless scrutiny and bullying in elementary, middle, and high school. The bullying isn't about actual flaws, it's about jealousy and feeling different in ways to make peers insecure. Constant criticism can erode confidence, mental health, and self respect, which affects focus, motivation, and the ability to plan for the future. Unlike monoracial peers, these boys often don't have social or systematic support to help them navigate attention and jealousy. It's cooking something up now. Now you notice early life in school, a lot of mixed attractive boys, light skinned, whatever, they get picked on, they get messed with. What does that do? Elementary, middle school, high school, that destroys someone's mental. That destroys their lack of, it destroys their self respect. It destroys their confidence. It destroys everything about them as a person. And so when somebody has these constant attacks every day or constant all the time, that destroys them planning out their future, mapping out getting a car, getting a job, going to college, what career field they want to take up. It destroys all of that because of the kids picking on them in the school. Let's get into the next slide. Workplace and career challenges. Once in the workplace, the pattern repeats. Coworkers who feel threatened may subtly or overly undermine, watch, gossip, or try to sabotage them. This creates an environment where they have to work harder just to prove competence and survive socially, while peers who fit the mold get easier paths. Advancement often depends not just on skill but navigating social politics. And light skinned mixed men face a unique uphill battle because of perception based jealousy. So, like I said, you have to work extra harder in the workplace. You have to be a certain way, act a certain way. You have to be on some 48 powers of law type ish because of the way these co-workers are. And like I said in the last other videos, they're cliquish. They all work and stick together. If you're not a part of any tribe of theirs, or if you're like stand out, an outcast, a pariah, then you will get targeted. Let's get into the next one. Number three, social media and public recognition. On social media, mixed or light skinned women often go viral for attractiveness and talent, but men rarely achieve the same recognition unless they fit stereotypes admired by the majority or align with monoracial cultural expectations. For men, the formula to go viral often involves performing roles coded for certain racial expectations, thug, hood persona, hypermasculine behaviors, or adopting trends popular in monoracial groups such as white culture or Hispanic culture, stuff like that. Doing the same thing as monoracial peers doesn't yield equal attention or algorithmic reward. This creates unequal visibility and opportunity. So, like I said, everything we do that monoracials do, even if you act like a thug or a hyper masculine hood dude, you would have to, like Charleston said, you would have to crash out the hardest more than a dark skin would, because you're the pretty yellow boy. You have to prove yourself. You have to prove yourself. So you're gonna have to crash out. Number 4, the compound effect. Starting from childhood bullying, teenage mental health struggles, workplace undermining, social media invisibility, the barriers compound. By the time adulthood comes around, the person may already be worn down psychologically or socially. This can make planning for life goals such as college, career savings, independence much harder. The social structure, peer bias, and systematic favoritism can create a setup where light skinned or mixed men have to work extra hard just to reach parity, while monoracial peers face fewer hidden obstacles. You see how this works? It's a whole setup. It's a systematic setup that's going on out here just for people like us. It's a whole setup designed for us to fail, to lose at life. And it starts at school with other people teaching their kids to bully people that look like you or to undermine people that look like you. Number 5, the key takeaways. The issue isn't talent, intelligence, or effort. It's a social and systemic bias that every level, from school to the workplace to social media algorithms, confidence and mental health are early casualties of this setup, which has long term consequences for career, relationships, and personal development. Surviving and thriving as a light skinned or mixed man often requires extra awareness, resilience, and strategy because the playing field is subtly but constantly stacked against them. So like I said, guys, it starts off in school. They try to destroy you mentally in school. So you could be mentally fucked up for the workplace, for relationships, social media, dating dynamics, everything possible. It's a systemic setup, like I said. So like I said, society set up this for people that look like us. Anyway, y'all tune in for the next video.